This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is it's a 1999 F250 crew cab short bed, 7.3 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive, and it's a Lariat, which is leather. This truck was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Longview, Texas. It has 269,900 miles. It's going to be a super cheap 7.3. It runs great, but it's ugly. And in this video from here, it doesn't look so ugly, but make sure you look at the pictures and stuff. What you're buying here is a good running truck. If you're looking for cosmetics, this isn't it, okay? I'll show you why. It's going to be a great value, but, you know, just make sure that you look at all the pictures, that you know what you're buying, cosmetically especially. My brother's going to take this thing out. He's going to take 60 to 80 HD pictures, and you'll be able to zoom in on those pictures. Please use that device. It's on a salvage title due to theft, not collision, okay? Basically, the attorneys for the insurance company don't want to get sued over this vehicle ever again. They've already lost a fortune when it was stolen and they paid the victim. So when they give it a salvage title and sell it to us, that means that if you kill yourself in it, it can't go back to the insurance company as being liable for any injuries that you get. Basically, Wheel Kinetics doesn't have billions of dollars, but the insurance companies do. And so it could go back to them, and this is how they inoculate themselves from that problem. They give it a salvage title, which implies no warranty or guarantee when they sell it to us, and then it ends up in your hands, and they're done. Anyway, the bed sides. Somebody's done some terrific body work on the bed sides. You know, obviously, if you wanted to, you could fix that fairly easily. But I mean, I don't know why you would. It's a 260,000 mile, diesel. The bed, the tailgates needs to be painted. I wouldn't do anything. I would just use this thing for the towing, hauling gig. You know what they're for. And that way, when you get bumped into at the boat ramp or at the trailer, hits the hitch or whatever, you don't care, right? It's got a nice spare hitch. And this side's worse than the other side. So at some point, this guy, whoever owned it before, decided that he would do his own body work. What's interesting is the paint on top of the bad body work is pretty good. But apparently he didn't know how to do the body work part, the Bondo part. Anyway, that's what it is. It is what it is. We could have sent it off to Mako for $1,000 and painted it and blah, 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 but we didn't. And yeah, basically we just wanted to keep it a nice cheap truck. So that's what we did. Anyway, we do an inspection here. When it gets here, this is what the inspection looks like. And then I got my little cheat sheets here. Driver door lock, cylinder, and ignition, obviously theft damage. We repaired. Wiper blades. All four door lock actuators, that's bad luck, needed to be replaced. Starter, new starter. Batteries are new. Sway bar link, stabilizer, steering stabilizer strut, and both side mirrors. And then we repaired the sides of the seats. There was tears in the seats. And that's that, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the Carfax. Sometimes they let us link and sometimes they don't. So I've been trying to show these things in my videos. It was a one-owner vehicle, which is always good. Blah, 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 blah. Texas, 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 Texas. Very boring, very boring. And then 3/19/14, vehicle reported stolen, noted as black. And then salvage title issued, vehicle recovered after theft, color noted as black. All right. Maristar Insurance Company was the title holder. And then they sold to us. There's Wheel Kinetics, and there's our title. You'll be able to see the title in our ad if you want to click on it. But I'll put that stuff in the glove box so it's there forever. Let's see. We have remotes. There's no battery in the remote, so the remote doesn't work. And just assume it won't work, and you'll be using keys to get in and out. Because the point here of this truck is not to spend any money on this thing at all, other than the basics to make sure it runs good. Keeping the price down is what matters here. $269,877. we know what we would be selling this truck for if we painted it and fixed the bad body work and all that stuff, and it would be a lot more money than this. So this makes it a really good entry-level 7.3 4x4. Let's look at some blow-by here, see if there is any. That is beautiful. There is no blow-by there at all. That is a very good thing. Very rare in a high-mile 7.3. Ford stamp there, new battery here. Ford stamp there, stickers where they belong. Ford stamp there. Ford stamp there. New battery on this side. Almost all 7.3s have some blow-by. This one didn't have any, which is pretty unusual. That's good. So it's ugly. My guys were really impressed with how it ran, and they're right. It is ugly, and it would appear to run really well. Passenger window. All right, let me fold this stuff up, put it in the glove box. There's that. All right, let's see. What else we got here? I see we did a couple inserts here, and then in the center of the seat. Dwelling on the cosmetics is kind of silly because I'm already telling you, and we're showing you millions of pictures of a truck that's not very attractive. It's actually, I'm probably being a little mean to it. It's actually not that bad, but you know, my job here is to make sure that the right person ends up in the right vehicle, or the right vehicle ends up with the right person. And if you're somebody who doesn't know how to look at pictures, doesn't know how to use the zoom in device, doesn't watch the video, and then you bitch about the cosmetics, then you'll probably be the dumbest person we've ever dealt with. So I try to eliminate as much confusion as can be eliminated with this video and with our pictures. The mirrors are new. Out, in, down, up. Other side. Out, in, down, up. Tilt wheel works fine. Let's see, what else? Back, forward. Let's see, that's down. The down up on the front button is a little sticky. It works, but it likes to stick a little bit. That's down. That's up. Then the rear seat, down and up. That works fine. So this is a little sticky, but it works. Inserts around the seat. Obviously, this is new because it would say lariat there, so we did an insert. See how that seat has lariat? All right. Ugh. All right, let me get my shortness closer to the steering wheel. All right. Oh, being vertically challenged is fun. All right, let's see. What else do we know in here? Yeah, that works. The overhead cluster works. That's kind of rare. Let's see. Radio, no bueno por nada. Radio doesn't work. We don't do radios because inevitably when we buy a radio, the minute people buy it from us, they ask us if we want to buy the radio back because they went to Best Buy or something for $125. So we're done with radios. Oh, look, it just came on, radio, but there's no readout. You can't see a display. The radio's working, but there's no display. So you have a radio without a display, unless maybe it's a dimmer switch, and it's not. So radio works, no display. How about that? Air is blowing cold. There's your overdrive off and on. Let's see. Got some wear on the steering wheel here. Get a little closer. All right, let me turn the air down. It's actually not hot today for the first day in a long time. All right, so now we're in 4 low. And that's drive. And that's reverse. There's 4 low right there. Now I'm going to go to neutral. Now I'm going to go to 4 high. Yeah, there you go. That would be something you could drive at speed in. And reverse in 4 high. Perfect. Okay. Neutral. Back to back to 2-wheel drive, and let's go for a ride. All right. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, obviously you need plates and insurance. In order to do that, you can't do that on a salvage title. So we need to take this to the police before you get here and have them do what's called a level 3 inspection. Once we do that, we can get what's called the restored salvage title. Then we can issue you temporary plates to drive home in. And you can get insurance. So obviously that's mandatory. We charge $200 to do that before you get here. That way it's ready with plates on it and you're good to go. And you can get insurance. What else? Dock fee is $250 if you come here and pick it up. And then there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 2%, you'll pay 4. If it's 7, you'll pay 9. Just add 2% to your state's tax rate, then add $250 dock fee and $200 to restore the title if you're going to come here and drive it home. If you pay by wire and ship, all you have to pay is the agreed upon price and that's it. Nothing else, unless you want us to restore the title for you before it ships out. I strongly advise you doing that unless you're positive you could do that yourself in your state with the Arizona salvage title we provide, the bill of sale we provide, and the truck. Those are the 3 things you'll have. So if you don't want us to restore it before it leaves, please make sure you can do it yourself in your state. Okay? Blah, 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 blah. Deposits. Deposit's $500. Once we receive your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Okay? What else? This is the part where I talk about warranty. Obviously, there's no warranty here. Okay? This is a 270,000 mile, 17-year-old truck. It's almost old enough to join the military, smoke, get a home loan. This truck has miles and years on it. Now it runs great, obviously. If you take care of these things, if you continue to use Rotella oil, not some stuff off the shelf. Don't be a cheapskate with the oil, by the way. 7.3 like Rotella oil, period. Do that, air filter, take care of it, it'll be fine. That being said, the people who built this truck at Ford, they designed it, they built it, they gave it a warranty of X amount of years and X amount of miles, and both expired a long time ago, okay? Basically, if they could have given it a 1,000,000-mile 30-year warranty, they would have, and they would have sold them for 10 times more than they did, but they didn't because they don't know what's going to happen and they built the damn thing. Okay, so if this thing gets to you and it needs an injector the day it gets there, go buy an injector and have it installed. All right, if it needs a window motor, go get a window motor and have it installed. If it needs a wiper motor, do that. It's your truck. You're saving a bunch of money buying it from us. The title saves you a ton of money because of the salvage history, because of theft. The fact that you're buying it online from us and that we don't have a bunch of salesmen running around saves you a bunch of money. Some of that money you're saving will have to be spent on a repair sooner or later. Nothing drives forever. Okay? So go into this thing with your eyes wide open. No dreamers, please. We give you as much information as we can. We're not here to tell you this is the greatest truck in the world, because it's not. We're also not here to tell you that we know what's going to happen to it next week, because we don't know. We do know what we have today. It's a hell of a truck. We're driving it right now. You can see it, but what's going to happen in the future, we don't know. I'm going to shut up here. I've got another 30 seconds of video to do. I'm just going to be quiet, and then I'll just end it when it's over. Just hit the stop button. I'm running over to our picture spot right now to meet my brother, and hopefully I can get a little bit of speed going here, unless that light doesn't turn red over there. That's a bummer. I thought it would. Anyway, it runs great. That's it. Thank you for your time.